Intel is staying tight-lipped about layoffs at one of its campuses in Hillsboro.
We heard from employees and their families who are worried about possible changes. Our Jennifer Dowling has this story.
That's right, guys. We heard from employees that anonymously that they had received word of layoffs about 2 weeks ago. Then they heard nothing from the company, causing them to wonder if their jobs were safe. And that uncertainty is making them a bit nervous.
It's a huge part of our client base.
Courtney Elder is an optician in Hillsboro. 70% of her clients work at Intel.
As somebody who lives and works in the community, yeah, it's definitely going to affect us quite a bit.
In Washington County, 18,000 are employed by the company alone.
We have some folks in our neighborhood that are employed by Intel. I don't know whether they're at risk or not, so that would be a concern.
We learned from sources inside the company that some folks were offered a layoff buyout leave, and voluntary separation packages were also offered at the beginning of the year. The employee says it varied by department how many were taken. So far, the company appears to be keeping the numbers of layoffs under wraps. Intel corporate spokesperson Chuck Malloy said, "We are not commenting on reports of layoffs." Workforce Oregon's Lonnie Martinez says local offices have not been contacted by the company, but are ready to help those who get pink slips.
Workforce Oregon does have a pulse on that. That's one of the reasons that we have an account representative system that's targeted toward that industry.
The layoffs come on the heels of a flat sales quarter. Economist Robert Whalen says for years, Intel focused on building chips for personal computers, but the trends favor mobile phones now, and Intel doesn't make a lot of chips for that market yet.
I think long term it probably will, affect the local economy some. But I also understand that, that's kind of what companies like Intel do. They go through cycles and they hire and they lay off and they sort of respond to the market.
Intel's plan to acquire a company called Atira could help them move forward. They told us that could happen in 6 to 9 months. Reporting live in Hillsboro, Jennifer Dowling.